this is up, it's good.
Frank, how about this approach shot to the 16th, the beginning of the green mile?
There is no other option but the aerial attack here at 16. Front bunker means it has to be carried. The one on the right really isn't in play. But that little hollow in that left front of the green, you've got to fly the ball at least 7 or 8 yards onto this putting surface.
That one was running so hot.
Remember, out of the rough. Expect the ball to jump forward a little bit.
Okay, good shot on the dance floor. Getting set now over the putt. No damage done, made the par. Just 2 holes remaining here at Quail Hollow in Charlotte, North Carolina. This is the signature par 3, 221 yards, the 17th.
And they have a multitude of tees here. One of the new back tees is actually where the old 16th green was. And if you think don't go left is the way.
In the water, too bad. Now on to his 3rd shot after the last one went into the water. Frank, this is one you don't practice, but sometimes you have to do it. Time for the drop.
Yeah, it should be the easiest shot in golf. You've just paid for it.
Good swing, good shot yet again. That is a really good shot landing close to the flagstick. This is a 9-footer. Just slides by.
Yeah, can't afford to miss too many of those out here today.
She would drop 2 shots if she makes this. Ouch, that hurts. Double bogey. Here we are, the 18th hole at Quail Hollow. Simply put, Frank, a player needs to hit maybe his best tee shot of the day.
I would agree with you, Rich. If you were to measure this hole from trees on the left to trees on the right, it's actually a really wide field of expansive land. But that creek that just meanders its way through the middle of this hole completely changes the nature of this hole. Consequently, you get the nail on the head. If you don't hit a good tee shot, you will rack up something here. And I've got no idea how big it would be.
Didn't check, Frank.
Yeah, just not enough spin on that, really. I mean, that almost like took that first bounce and just ricocheted forward.
Set to go. Not an easy shot by any means. Been this way all day. Airtight, no mistakes, solid shot.
And yet another green in regulation.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. You love to watch him disappear, don't you? So that concludes the final round here at this spectacular setting. Frank, final thoughts on the tournament?
Rich, I thought this was really a fantastic venue that challenged the players, and we saw some exciting golf out there all across the board.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the Players. There really is nothing like it in golf. The stadium course at TPC Sawgrass, home to the Players Championship. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. And what a golf course, Frank. And obviously the most famous hole is that little island, par 3, 17th. And it's the ultimate hold your breath moment. When that ball is airborne on a Sunday afternoon, you don't know, wet or dry, victory or agonizing defeat.
It's certainly a great temptress, and it's fitting in this golf course that was created for two reasons by Pete Dye. It was created to be a cliffhanger of sorts and to test the great players of the world. And of course, it was built with natural viewing in mind. So it's the perfect stadium venue for this championship. Well, that's got to be 300 yards, isn't it?
See if our featured golfer can get a little something positive going here, Frank. It has been a miserable day.
Yeah, things have just appeared too tough. So really just somehow just eradicate everything you've been thinking right now. Realize this green's big enough. Just get something on the green. Opportunity maybe for a birdie.
Birdie try up next. This is a good-sized putt, 27 feet away. Missed on that one, Frank.
Yeah, not a problem.
And getting ready for the putt. Frank, that's a par, and onward we go. Here we are now at the 11th. Nothing noteworthy here in the first round, Frank, but still plenty of golf to be played.
That's right, Rich. A little bit of a dry spell, but really not a lot of damage done.
She had a good shot off the tee, and now she has all sorts of options available. Let's see what she does here. This is all feel with a lob wedge. Well, this one is offline just a bit. Look out. And that one is going to end up in the rough. In the thick stuff.
Thick? It's brutal out there.
This requires a lot of speed through the ball. Well on the green, but far from the hole.
A little bit of a head scratcher. A lot of work coming up here.
Just want to nestle this one down to within a couple of feet. Looks like he just misread that. Doesn't want to let this one get away. She needs this for par. Well, Frank, you hear it so often. This is a game of dealing with your miscues.
That's the beauty of this game of golf. It giveth and it taketh away.
So just a formality. So that's a bogey, and now to 1 over par for the tournament. Here now, the 12th hole at the TPC Sawgrass. It's a 358-yard par 4, so short on the card, Frank, but obviously a challenge. What's the key here?
Once again, trying to find that right position on the fairway, and that's down the right side. Anything down the left, that mound is going to block your view. Well, where this ball's going, there's no fairway there, only rough. Second shot.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
All right, now another shot from the rough.
Yeah, this time better be better than the one we just saw.
You like this one, Frank?
Oh, it's a good one. Safely on.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Solid effort and reasonable result to stay at 1 over par. Frank, so much focus on the back 9 here at the stadium course at TPC Sawgrass on the 17th hole with the island green. I think 13 gets lost sometimes, but the pros know this is a really good hole.
Oh, it can be disastrous too. That's, I think, what you're referring to, Rich. There's a big ridge in the middle of the screen that bisects the top side with the bottom side on the left. So even when the flag's on the left, you don't have to go directly at it, because that normally causes the problem with the wooden bulkheads down the left side and obviously the water left of that. So something on the ridge can often run down towards the left.
Frank, I hate to go negative, but let's clear a few things up. The penalties when you hit it in the water versus hitting it out of bounds.
Yeah, some people, that's a good question, Rich, because some people think they're almost the same, but when you hit it out of bounds, you're actually losing a stroke and a distance. For example, if I'm teeing off on a par 4 and I hit it out of bounds, I'm penalized a stroke for hitting out of bounds, and I'm hitting my third shot off the tee. When I hit it into a water hazard, I don't have to lose all of that distance. I can drop the ball up just short of the water hazard. So the distance penalty isn't the same as if it was out of bounds.
So hit the previous shot in the water, took a drop. This now the third shot. Just a couple of feet. So with that, 3 over par now for the round. Don't forget, second round coverage coming your way tomorrow here on EA Sports. For our entire crew, I'm Rich Lerner saying so long for now.